about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah.
Hi guys, it's Brookelynne and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a video review and comparison video on these two blonde lightening shampoos. This one is the first one I tried. It's a John Frieda Sheer Blonde Go Blonder lightening shampoo, and then this one is the Charles Worthington and Plex blonde enhancing shampoo. Both of them have citrus lemon in them that help lighten your hair. So this one says citrus, I think this one's lemon. Both of them have, like, I would say, lemon in them. They don't have any bleach or peroxide or anything like that, so they are more of a natural lifting shampoos. So with my hair, as you can tell, I do get copper underneath and I do get my bleach blonde highlights. I'm due to get them done next week. That's why I have like dark roots here, which will be going on Friday, which I'm like happy days, and I'm gonna get it blonder. My goal is to go white blonde on top, like proper white icy blonde, not like a grey tone blonde. I want to be more of a clean icy white blonde. That's my absolute dream, and still keep the copper underneath because it's like a nice two-tone effect, you know what I mean? So these basically say they do the similar type of thing or same type of thing. I'll go with this one first. I bought this when I first got my highlights done. It was the end of July, and I bought this a week after just to help shift some of them copper pigments, because I still had a lot of copper, especially towards the end of my hair. I still do, but they're not as, they're like lifted more. And I think thanks to these shampoos in between my highlights, that's made them possible to get lifted so I can go blonder quicker. So this one is Sheer Blonder or She Blonder Go Blonder Lightening Shampoo. Gently cleanses and lightens for bright, natural looking blonde with citrus botanical blend. So just like a lemon type of thing. It says 3 times blonde care, lighten, nourish and protect. So basically claims to protect and condition and nourish your hair while you're lightening it. So it basically claims that it's gonna nourish, protect and condition your hair while you lighten it, which is amazing, because if you don't know, if you're not blonde, you don't get bleach in your hair, and if you do know you get bleach, bleach does damage your hair to some degree. It's just a given, but you can do things like keep conditioning your hair, use good like targeted products to kind of help minimize that damage and make your hair stronger so it doesn't snap off pretty much. And being smarter with bleach will help really minimize any damage, but any type of chemical treatment will to a certain extent damage your hair. That's just the way that you want to have a different color hair, you want to have platinum hair, you want to have like permanently curly hair, straightened hair, you will get some sort of damage because chemicals do go into the cortex of your hair to lift out, if it's lightening, to strip away any natural or colour pigments. That's what bleach does, if you don't know. So you just have to look after your hair. It's just a given. It's a given to look after your hair. So that's what I do. I try my best to, and it's good this product does have that in there. It does have instructions on the back, but too small for me to see because I'm partially sighted. So yeah, but I kind of know what to do anyway. So I got this in August when I first went blonde, and I used it about 5 or 6 times. Well, it does seem empty. I use it around 6 times. It does seem empty, and that's the reason why, is because instead of me using it as a normal shampoo, I use it as a treatment. So what I do, sometimes if I'm not in the shower yet, my hair's dry. So what I do is I take the copper, the ginger, and put it out of the way for bobble. And then I go section by section after I've brushed out my hair and kind of plaster this product into my hair. I do the same with the other one, but I do basically get a load of this onto my hair, plaster in from root to tip, really kind of get it right in there pretty much. And then once that section's saturated, I go on to the next one and kind of do the same thing until my whole head's done. And then what I do is I put it up in one of these Invisibobble half buns, leave it for at least 15-20 minutes, get into the shower, rinse it off. Once it's all rinsed off, I do another layer of this, but in the shower, and then leave it on for 5 minutes while I do like a face scrub or something like that. And then I rinse it off, and then I do my deep conditioning mask, my Garnier Honey Treasures mask, and that really does take away the dryness. I find the cons on this, it does dry out your hair, but that is corrected by using a good deep conditioning mask. Now, if you're using this, especially as a treatment, which I do, you need to get a good conditioning mask, especially a strengthening one, like one that has both conditioner and strengthening in it, because that will counteract any drying. Because when you have blonde hair and you're trying to get it blonder in between salon visits, you will need to use good conditioning products. It's just the way it is, but you can get ones for cheap on the market. I'd recommend the Garnier big masks, they're amazing. So I literally, once I've rinsed it off, saturate, and I mean saturate my hair from root to tip in that mask, put it up in a bun, all of it, and then wash my body or do my tan, not do my tan, but exfoliate the old tan off, and then I pretty much kills 2 parts of on stone, and then I rinse the mask off really well, get out of the shower, leave my hair in a wee turban, do my tanning routine, and then blow dry my hair. A good tip also, if you can, leave your hair to dry as long as possible in that turban, as long as you can stand it. I usually like to leave it for like an hour or so, and then I'll take it out and just blow dry it. But if you have done your tan, get a one of these dressing gowns and put it over you, so you're not going to get your tan ruined. Just a wee extra tips there. But I find that's why I've used the whole thing, is because I've literally saturated my hair in it twice when I wash it, and that's how it does get your hair lighter quicker, is using it as a treatment instead of the normal shampoo. Use it as a treatment. And what I do with my other hair, the colour I'm not lightening, I just use a regular nourishing shampoo and I just wash my hair like normal, but separate them out. So I know that sounded complicated than what it needed to be, but that's just the way it is. This one, I've still got a good bit, well, not loads, about that much left in it. And I have used this around 6 times. I think I use this a bit more, like 6 or 7, 8 times. I think so, I can't really remember. The exact same thing I do with that other one, the treatment wise. I bought this after I got my second lot of bleach highlights done, because I've seen this on the market in Boots, Superdrug, and I've seen it online, and it claims to do the same thing as the John Frieda one. So I was like, I'll just buy it after I got my second lot of highlights put through. And I waited about 2 weeks to let my hair settle down from the bleach, and then I started using this as a treatment to lighten up and to get rid of any more orange pigments. Done the same thing, and I found it lightened. I wouldn't say there's much difference between the way these lighten. I think they lighten the same extent, which is okay. It's nice, it does lighten a good bit. The texture is definitely different in this one. This one says Charles Worthington Color Plex Enhancing Blonde Shampoo. Achieve lighter and brighter hair in 2 weeks whilst repairing damage for dull blonde hair. You do get 250 mils in this, and I think you get the same. It looks like it's the same, so I would say the same amount. But this is definitely a thicker shampoo. This one's more like a thinner soapy texture. This one's definitely thicker, like a cream type texture. Both of them, I will show you. That's like a yellow colour, so it's like a lemon coloured shampoo. And then this one I think is like lighter. Yeah, you can see it there, it's a bit lighter than that one. You do have that lemon type of shampoo. This one's more stronger in colour. I find the colour Plex doesn't leave your hair as dry as John Frieda one. I found when I rinsed this out of my hair, it wasn't as dry. Now, it did dry out my hair a little bit, but not as bad as the John Frieda one. But with me using my mask, it kind of helped compensate for that. The smells of this one has like a nice lemony, soapy type of smell. It has more of a sweet lemon type of smell, because lemon meringue smell, I would say, which is lovely. They're nice pleasant smells, they're not too strong overpowering. But yeah, this one doesn't dry out your hair as much as this one. Now, I do find this one does soap up a lot more. This one does too, but it isn't as like sudsy. So they are definitely made up. I would say like they're not made up the same way. They have similar ingredients, but they've different like conditioning ingredients to go along with them. By the way, both ranges do have a matching conditioner. I know this one does have Go Blonder conditioner. This one does have a blonde Plex conditioner. That's a mouthful, but so if you are looking just to get the conditioner of both of them, I would just get them. But I would more recommend the mask, because the mask is going to help your hair repair and feel nicer than just a regular conditioner. But if you're wanting to try and stay the conditioner does lighten your hair more, then go for that. So results wise, I noticed within the first time I used this, my hair was definitely brighter. I wouldn't say it changed much until the third time I noticed it getting brighter. By the time I was ready for the next set of highlights, I did see a good difference in my hair. I noticed a lot of my orange pigments were lifted. Now they weren't completely away, it didn't take them completely away. Only my highlights will do that over time, but this one did definitely make a good difference. And then this one, I would say the first go I did notice a bit of a difference. The second one, more and more, I think, by like the third and fourth. Especially when I used the wee purple shampoo like a little bit over the top once I rinsed out my second go. I did notice a lot of it lightened up. And then I think it started to kind of plateau after the third or fourth use until the sixth use. But I did get a good result from that. I would say the results are similar, definitely similar. They do give you a lighter result, which is nice. So which one would I recommend for you? I would say if you have slightly more damaged hair but you're comfortable enough to use a lightening shampoo, get this one, because it does have colour Plex and it will cater towards if you have more dry damaged hair, then get this one. I would say if you have slightly less damaged hair, then get this one, but both of them always use a mask conditioner. But if you struggle to find this in your country, but you can get this one, then just, unless you find a different lightening shampoo, get this one. I would recommend when you use this, after you've done a course of 6, I would say 6 to 8 sessions when you wash your hair. I wouldn't say use it every time if you wash your hair quite a bit. I wash mine twice a week so I can get away with every time I wash my hair. But I would say if you do get your highlights done, leave it at least a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then start using one of these to kind of help lighten your hair and brighten it up. And before your next salon appointment, leave it at least a week without touching these. So give your hair a break from it at least a week, 2 weeks if you can. Yeah, a week to 2 weeks if you can, and then get your hair done and then repeat the same process. I wouldn't really recommend it if your hair is already bright white blonde. You don't need it. Like your hair is already white. I would say if you do have more duller blonde, you have like, say for instance you're like a lighter brown colour and you're going to blonde, get it. But if you're any darker than a lighter brown colour, don't wait until your hair's got that stage. you could if you want to try to lift some of the brown pigments, but I'm not sure how it would work if you've got brown hair and you're going blonde. And I don't know how it would work to lift the brown pigments out. It might work if you have a lot of colour pigments build up, but if you are more of a blonder, copper, lighter shade and you're going blonder, they will really work to lift them pigments out. I would say if your hair is very damaged, don't touch them because they will dry your hair out unless you do use a mask. But even still, if your hair is really compromised, don't touch them. Give your hair a break. Really just use strengthening, nourishing products like while you wash and then you style your hair. Just don't think about touching them. Give your hair a break until your hair's in a better condition, then start using them. Even though they don't really damage your hair, but if you overuse them and your hair's already compromised, I think it will. But my hair, I haven't noticed any type of damage to my hair because I do take care of it. One thing I do use after the shower is the Revlon Unique 10-in-1 hair leave-in conditioning spray that has heat protectant. That's another important thing, especially if you've got blonde hair and you're going blonder. Heat protecting your hair when you're drying your hair. And even if you're not blow drying your hair, get a leave-in conditioner because that will really help your hair feel smooth and nourished, and it will really help the condition of your hair. And then in between hair wash days, like try to leave your hair as long as you can, like twice a week. Wash your hair, but if you find your hair gets drier the second, third day, spray a bit of leave-in conditioner like the Revlon Unique one. It has everything in one, and it's only around £10 or £12 from Amazon, so it's a no-brainer. If you can get that, I would definitely recommend it. It's in a red bottle. But spraying your hair like every day, every other day, if that, in between washes as well, will really help your hair. And yes, and for if you've got two different colours in your hair, say for instance you've got my type where you have copper ginger underneath, and you have like getting to the platinum blonde stage on top, separate out your hair. You do not want to use lace all over your hair because it will lift underneath, because it can lift artificial pigment, so you'll be kind of wasting that colour. So what I do, separate from like here up, and then I dip my head, this part, the top half, forward, close my eyes, rinse out after I've applied it. Just really take care of your hair. And if you have like blonde underneath and you're having like a different colour on top, then obviously the top half, which you're not using in them lighting shampoos, tie it up and rinse it out like that. But if you decide you're doing the lighting shampoo, you can just rinse from the back of your head, if that makes sense. I know I just ramble, but yes, it just really depends what one you want to try. But I think my personal favourite out of these shampoos is this one, purely because it has more conditioning like ingredients to it. It does say colour Plex, and I do love this one. But I would say if you are going to get one and it's slightly better for your hair, this one. Yeah, I just love, both of them are amazing. Now, I definitely think, well, I know John Frieda do have lighting spray. I wouldn't recommend that if you're getting bleach. Now, if you're trying to do your hair with just lighting spray, it's fine as long as you don't use it all the time, like you're not overusing it. But with their lighting spray, I had a bad experience. Well, it was my fault because I had a lot of bleach highlights in my hair and I wasn't getting it done as often as what it should be. I was using it on the roots to try to get to blend them roots in. But because it was a liquidy spray, it was dripping down to already processed parts and over processing them. So when I started getting my hair done regularly the first time, I noticed my hair, the part where it really lightened with that lighting spray, got over processed. So you have to be so careful with lighting spray. I wouldn't recommend it if you are going in between salon visits. Yeah, salon visits. But the lighting shampoo so far from my hair is fine. It's fine. So yes, that's my whole comparison review. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous. God bless. Bye.